Come one, come all. You are now plugged into the Ox, your weekly source of hip-hop, rap music, and everything underground. Roll yourself up something potent, pour yourself a drink, get yourself comfortable. We finna chill.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of the Ox Podcast. As always, it's your host, Stilo, aka OG Homunculus, and I am joined by none other than JVLY38, aka Big Daddy Pimpin', aka Cash Money Supreme with a cherry on top, making fucking money out here.
Yes.
How you doing today, beloved? How you living?
Awesome. I'm doing, I'm doing well myself, Gotta be.
Fuck yeah. We love that, actually. It's a beautiful fucking winter day. I know it's relatively late as fuck for you over there in the UK, but it's like a nice chill day for us over here. Snowing, fucking gorgeous. We're good. We're chilling. Yeah. So as per gay little tradition of my show, I always like asking my guests, what have you been listening to recently?
Good question. I've been listening to like aerospace,
Ooh.
like looms,
Yeah.
like some LA beatsy and stuff.
Okay, right on.
I had I've been like having like a pretty strong like Sam I Am and Knowledge face,
Yes.
KNX.
Absolutely.
Mm.
I feel like it's hard
It's
to
just
be a hip hop fan and not get into knowledge phases every once in a bit, you know?
yeah, legit. Like the amount of stuff he has going on too, like it's genuinely crazy. Like you can like find like chipmunk soul shit, and you can find like the craziest rhythms you've ever heard, man.
It's nuts. It's funny enough, not too long ago, I got really back into he had some remixes of like old Meek Mill freestyles. And like
yeah,
you know those tapes. And like
yeah.
crazy enough, I'm a big Meek Mill guy, or at least like old Meek Mill. And to me, those are just like fucking peak. Like,
Leg-
yeah.
I'm a Boss by Meek Mill. That is honestly probably one of the greatest songs mankind has ever created. In truth,
easily. Like that.
Yeah.
See, I love. Okay, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent. I truly do love like a lot of like the underground hip hop, a lot of the experimental heady shit. But like niggas forget about like the fundamental texts. You know what I mean? Like
legit, man.
Like to me, that shit is fucking peak. Like peak, I tell you.
Legit. If you want to listen to some pop rap occasionally, and trying to like keep up to date of what was like massive back in like the 2010s, then like, I cannot trust you as a person.
What are you really doing? You know, like,
legit, man.
Funny enough, earlier today I went back to Nothing Was the Same by Drake, because that album low key has like a very big soft spot for me, and I'm just sitting there like, yo, like we're forgetting the recipes. Like, what are we doing here? You know?
Legit, man. Like, take care. And if you're reading this, those are scriptures in my house. They're genuinely fucking killer albums.
You get it. You just fucking get it. And like, thank you for that. See, I'm not surprised though, because going through your catalog and like, we're mutuals on Twitter and shit. I hear you talk about your tastes. Like, you have some of the best taste, I think, like of all time, actually.
Too kind, truly.
Most, because I just speak the truth. I just be talking that shit, but like, yeah.
Oh man.
So for anyone who doesn't know who you are, who is JVLY38, and what is like the Sparks notes on what you could summarize yourself and your music as?
Rapper and person that can scream words at you occasionally.
Type shit, actually. So fucking real. And like, you be rapping your fucking ass off too. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I put in work.
It's kind of funny because the first of your work that I'd heard, like rapping wise, I've heard some of your production here and there, was when the Prod No Face joint came out. And I remember very distinctly, I think I was either in a call or I was talking with No God, and I was like, yo, who the fuck is she? Like, how have I not heard this shit before? Like, oh my God. And then sure enough, I went back to, I think it was on your Bandcamp, and I went to, hold on, I don't know the names of things. Was it Ghost of Dripsmith's Past? Hold on. Yeah.
Sorry, I collect my own album names.
It's so good. It's so fucking funny. And the Snoopy and the fucking I don't like brilliant, I think. Fucking brilliant. And yeah, I went back and I listened to that and I was like, holy fucking shit. Like this is insane, you know? And it's just like a fucking like kudos to the shit that you're doing because oh my god. Yeah, it's dope as fuck. So
I'm glad you fuck with it, you know.
Most definitely. Like, man, there's a lot of good music that drops, but it's very rare that someone catches my attention and engages me like off the way that your music did, and the way, especially the album that we're about to get into, A Weary Traveler Murmured to God, like both you and nephew PTY kind of gave me the early access to this because it's something that I've been really anticipating. Thank you, by the way. Literally,
no problem.
Off that first listen alone, I was like, yeah, this is like something beyond special. Like it's it's so fucking crazy. It's so crazy. Yeah, please, sorry.
In truth, like when I first sent it you, like I had never really like spoken to you about my albums before, so it's sort of just like, you know, like PY had obviously told me like you know, send it to Steeler, and I was like you know, like shit, man. This is the thing, right, man? It's just like with this scene, like I'm low-key kind of insecure about what I send people because like what happens if they don't fuck with me and they like block me and they like call me out and say I like created some bullshit or something.
Go on Twitter, July's a fucking fraud and I hate her and she should die.
Hitman 47 my ass. I get no scope for the back of my building, you know. Nah. They're gonna put me in chains for this shit, man. But nah.
You send the Untitled and then it's like, yeah, you're finished. You have like fucking helicopters going around your house and shit, like you're done. No, I get it. I can't lie, I get it super heavy because like especially with art, it's vulnerable at times, and like sharing that vulnerability can be like difficult, you know, and like especially if it isn't received well. But for what it's worth, like literally 3 tracks in, I was like, yeah, this is like fucking insane, like actually fucking insane. And even that opener too, like Codename is great, like it's crazy. Yeah, fucking brilliant. And like, yeah, like I get it, because I mean, fuck, I've literally sent you a verse and I'm like, are you fucking with it? Are you fucking with me, big dog? Like, please. So like, yeah. But not
you sent
sorry, please.
You said to me like, no, sorry, my bad. It's like you sent me that shit asking if it was any good, and I was like, the shit you have sent me is crazy. Like I was talking to fucking PTY about this, but like it was seriously like that fucking the verse you sent and the hook. I think that was the one with the hook too.
Yeah.
Like fucking genuinely nuts, man. Like I was on a bit of a come down from a high.
Right on.
Like when I first heard it in the morning, right, it was fucking nuts, man. Like genuinely, I was not ready for that at like, what was it, like 8 a.m. probably?
First thing in the morning, coming off of fucking, for what it's worth too, that beat was like actually fucking insane. So like, yo,
legit.
Like, yeah. See, we're talking about shit that we're working on, and like niggas don't even know. Like niggas don't even know. Oh, it's brilliant. It's fucking brilliant.
Let them wait.
Oh, yeah. So I guess let's get right into the album, Weary Traveler Murmured to God. Off rip, that is like one of my favorite titles I've ever heard, because it's so like, it very much so I think sums up a lot of the shit that you're talking about on the album, with dealing with, you know, like existence and faith in a way at times too. So I kind of want to know what your like headspace was / the origin of that title and what it means to you.
It's like with a lot of I'll give a little like detail into behind the scenes, but like with how I decide like the titles for a lot of my shit, I just sort of like list out like a bunch of different ideas I get from the themes of the album. Usually I do this pretty early on the album creating cycle, so then like I just get like an idea of where I'm going. But with this one, I was sort of like I was just like completely unsure of where I was even taking this. So what I'd originally just started doing, right, is I decided to just take the idea of not having a single fucking clue of what direction I'm going in, and just sort of use that into like the whole concept now of where like I don't want to give too much away, but like it is sort of like just an album about like a journey in trying to like I guess like get closer with God, but also in like many other ways. You know, I view God like the idea of the weary traveler murmuring to God. It's sort of like the idea of a vagabond, you know, sort of endlessly walking through shit, you know, trying to find shit.
Like a
But
pilgrimage
like,
almost. Like
yeah,
yeah,
like you're trying to find like home. You're trying to find like a way to get forward. But at the end of the day, like forward is an abstract concept. God's abstract. You know, you're not gonna like ever truly get a message from him. So it's sort of like, you know, talking to something that you'll never see. But it isn't that what life is. You know, you just endlessly trudging on. But that's what it. That's all that it needs to be. It's the understanding that like just the walk itself and just the fact that you're living life is enough, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And that is like such a fucking perfect way to put it, because like so much, like to me, this album feels very like obviously personal to you, and it kind of feels like almost like a journalistic kind of like art piece of where you are in life and like the shit that you're doing right now, the shit that you're wrestling with. And like as someone who we've talked a little bit about like, you know, spirituality and all that, and I think we're pretty aligned, all things considered, where life truly is just kind of like a pilgrimage of figuring shit out and getting to where you want to be, like with yourself, with faith, and like everything like that. And you captured that so fucking well on this record, like so well. Like I've been listening to it like pretty much nonstop since it came out, and like fucking before that, all things considered, I had the Untitled and shit. And like there's so many songs that like just fucking invoke something in me. Like we were talking about Dead Rose a little bit, like it's just crazy. What the fuck did you say about this? The spiritual state of my cynical withstands to the seas, steady span to the metal like a handpan in my reach, depth riddled, left dribbled on the black of my neck. Like, what? What? Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it's like, I know you've been making music for some time now and have a shit ton dropping, but like, you started this, what, like 2-3 years ago?
I'd like to say that, yeah. I mean, I was starting to get good two to 3 years ago, but like,
it's fucking nuts. That is fucking nuts. Like, yo, not even to. I've been rapping for damn near 10 years, and you're out rapping like it's fucking crazy. It's crazy, and like it's a running bit that the aux is, you know, me glazing my guests for an hour, but you should be so incredibly proud of this body of work. Like, it's fucking bananas what you did on this thing. It is absolutely fucking banana. And for the listeners who are listening to this interview and you haven't listened to this album yet, fix the fuck up, go and listen to this shit, wait for Bandcamp Friday, caught this shit. I know we talked a little bit about how your Bandcamp's a little fucked up. I don't give a fuck though. Still go and cop this shit. Like, it is, oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. And as like one of the first releases that I was really looking forward to in 2026, like this came out on the 3rd. Like already I'm like, damn, album of the year candidate. Like it's I'm dead fucking serious too. Like, it is crazy. And like the production on this thing, the features, the verse, I'm geeking. I'm fucking geeking. Like, it's crazy. It's so crazy. So moving away from the glaze for a bit, you described this album as 1,000 lives lived. And to me, that's always something that's very interesting, especially knowing that there was a lot more that was on this album that kind of got shaved down to make it a more like cohesive is the wrong word, but a more like digestible body of work, for lack of a better term. So I kind of want to know, like, with the idea of like 1,000 lives lived, like, how did you know what how'd you decide on the main thematics of the album, and like how you went about making it as concise as it was? That's kind of a broad question, but you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get you. It was sort of like for the whole like scope of the album, it was sort of
Mhm.
just like throwing a bunch of shit at the wall, you know. I
Yeah.
mean, like realistically, like it sometimes it is just about like constant sonic experiments, and then like afterwards, like you really start getting an understanding of which direction you're like fully going in with the album.
Mhm. Mhm.
But like realistically, what it sort of was just like just constantly like especially with the idea of lives too, it was
Mhm.
almost like uh, like each different song was its own life, and I could just let it live as that life, you know.
Yeah.
It may be separate to other songs, it may be like in some points I'm human, it's contradictory at some points, in some points I express a closer tie with spirituality, at some points I
Mhm.
express like an almost sort of, you know, push back relationship with spirituality, but it's all about whatever I'm feeling in the moment. And it really
Mhm.
does, when you're feeling this shit, you know, it really is just a momentary thing of where you just sort of grasp on to like a bunch of different shits or whatever you're feeling at the moment. Like you could be a completely different person you are tomorrow than what you are right now. And
Mhm.
that's just how it
Mhm.
is, you know?
That's the nature of life, right?
Legit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
in a way, I think we all got a bit of like, I don't know if schizophrenia is the right word, but it always makes me like, it
Mhm.
reminds me of
Mhm.
like Madlib when he said like he's got musical schizophrenia, you know.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like it feels like, you know, we're all splintered people, you know, but some of us just can like mask it better than others.
Yeah. I think to be human inherently is to be this ever growing and changing entity, right? And like,
Mm,
I think especially with this fucking dystopian age that we live in, it's hard to grow in like a clean, streamlined way. Like everything is so fucking chaotic and burning all the time, right? So it's kind of a
mm.
reflection of that at the same time, right? Like, yeah,
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 like
absolutely.
it it is sort of like, you know, I feel the album structure to be very cyclical, but that isn't
Mhm.
in a way where like, you know, by the end of the album I'm the same person as I was at the start, you know.
Yeah.
It's more so like it's like it's always going to be the same walk, it's never going to stop being this long road and journey, you know. It's going
Mhm.
to forever be this way, you know. But what I'm talking about is like over the course of the album, there's a change, you know, there's a shift in myself as a person, how,
Yeah.
you know, the second part of the album is reacted to compared to the first.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
the walk may be the same, but the person has changed, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I get that split right around, we're talking about a lot, but right around Dead Rose and Aimless, like those two back to
Mm.
back, I feel do kind of mark that shift, because then it goes
Yeah.
right into like Early Morning Reflections, and then that's just like a fucking track.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think like it's so brilliant how you captured that, and like how, like, even though we have a fuck ton of producers on this thing, like we have, you know, Grace of
Mm.
Normal, PTY, Dylan the Infamous, Messiah Music, Shamar, Outside House, Millie, AG, like you have this crazy broad like amount of producers and amount of sound, and it all sounds different from each other, but there's a noticeable like road of the album. Like you can really follow kind of like, the narrative is the wrong word, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like you can follow the
Mm.
thematics and you can follow all of that sonically as well. And like it's fucking brilliant. It's crazy. It's so like it's so good. Like I'm genuinely like, I'm gonna be saying it a lot. I am blown away at how impressive this thing is. And like it's nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts. And like it really is kind of that, I'm talking in circles, but it really is a perfect reflection of that road of life that we all walk as human beings, you know? Like
Mm.
it's crazy. It's so crazy. Did I know like you've been working on this thing for some time now?
Mm.
And there was a lot of shit that got cut / you know, is going to be repurposed later on, but
Mm.
was there a certain moment that you kind of realized that this was going to be something bigger and more cohesive than just like a mixtape or like another, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Mm. I feel like I don't like saying this because it's kind of corny, but like realistically, since the start of the album, like that was. I came into this wanting to make an album, you know. I came into this wanting to make something that was very like meticulously created, you know.
Yeah.
Like with all my mixtapes, I put a lot of fucking effort into those mixtapes.
Oh yeah,
but
absolutely.
like, you know, oftentimes, you know, diminishing returns, you know, like, and also I don't really promo them much. It's my fault, but like, you know, I sort of like, yeah, you know, but like, I came into this wanting to make something, you know, much bigger than myself, and like, so realistically, from like the first couple tracks I was working on, which were, if I can remember right, there was one that was prod PTY, but then like I sent it to him, and then he was like, "Shit, I sent this beat to somebody else," and so I just like like that's the first one I remember. But I think after that, it was like Dead Rose and Aimless, and I think I made like the Growth beat pretty early on too.
Yeah.
But like from those tracks alone, I'd already like there was always the idea in my mind of like, oh, I wanted to make, you know, a love letter to jazz rap, you know. In the early stages, I really wanted it to be like Guns by Quelle Chris, you know, because I was listening to that constantly. Oh yeah, man,
Crazy
that fucking record's
album.
awesome.
So fucking
legit.
Good.
Oh my god, that's one
of my favorites of all time. Actually, that's going down in history for me. Like, no fucking skips. No fucking skips.
Legit. That's the reason why in the fucking Instagram post I did, I put it with Obamacare. Because like
shit.
Such a killer song, man.
Yeah.
My god.
Okay, right on. Yeah. I can see that actually as like an homage. Okay. Yeah. Right on. Because that kind of leads into another question I had of like what your biggest inspirations are. And like definitely getting a lot of Quelle Chris. Probably recency bias, but I get a lot of like the Sun Mundy Sasco kind of vibe to it as well. And like I feel just as like peers as well, that makes sense that like, you know, you're showing love to that. Like there's literally a fucking Sun Mundy feature on this thing, right? Like
yeah. Well, if we go into that question, then you know, my biggest inspirations, you know, Quelle, of course, already mentioned. You mentioned Sun, which is very intriguing because, like, I think a lot of the Sun influence was very much like me being just like absolutely blown away by the fucking not only the Clown album. I keep on coming back to that last song, like Harbingers, over and over again.
So
the fucking whatever he did on the delivery and fucking Clown on the beat, man. That song makes me tear up. It is fucking beautiful.
It's
and then like
straight visceral.
Yes, and then the Sasco album, I think like came out like a couple months in after I was making this, and then like like a good couple, and then by that point, when I was into the later stages of making the album, I was still making shitloads of songs by that point, but like you know, but like by that point, I was like, holy shit, I've got to make music like this, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was like Sun as a rapper and Sasco as a producer, genuinely just fucking mind blowing together.
Dream combo.
And like legit. And then like man, I probably should get back to the inspirations. Fuck, I'm a dick riding somebody too much.
Please ramble all you, because like I fucking get it. In terms of like dream producer and rapper combos, you and PTY like went fucking crazy on this thing. Like, and I know like a lot of the production wasn't just PTY, but he executively produced this, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
It does have that PTY kind of touch to it.
Like I had to get PTY on in my personal view. Like it was, I had to. He's been like the driving force in me getting like so much better since like 2023. You know, and like. Yes, definitely. In 2023, I sucked ass, man. I dropped so many bad projects that I will spend like years now, a million apologies for how terrible that shit was, and I will forever.
No way say it's that.
It was that bad. I got shit removed, man. I was trying to take down every side of it, and not because I don't want anybody like it's not that like I don't want anybody to know that existed as a project, but it was just like, you know, I don't want anybody to ever think that was me. I was like, what? How old was I then? Like 13, making that shit.
Jesus,
it was garbage.
Jesus.
Like,
I forget that all y'all are so fucking young sometimes. It blows my mind. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I feel you though. I feel you super heavy though. Yeah. It's nuts. It's fucking nuts.
Like PEY, man, I just can't stop dick riding him. But like, my God,
that kid is the truth. That kid is the fucking truth. Like,
dude,
everyone who I talk to about like his production and like his like just the shit he's doing at the age that he is, he's the one, bro. Like, that kid is going to be something special. Like, he already is something special, but he's going to be like a staple in this scene, or more than he already is. You know, like, it's
legit, man. There's nowhere but up for him, man. Like, every time, like, I'm pretty sure, like, back in 2024, like, he must have sent me like a couple hundred beats. It was like, he sent me so much shit, man. It was like and how much he improved too. Like, since 2023, fucking listen to like fucking like Polygonous or some bullshit, or and then listen to like fucking some of the like some of the shit off his birthday mixtape. That was fucking,
it's
my
crazy
God,
shit.
man.
It's crazy shit. Like, the part that kind of blew me away a little bit is I was really big last year on At Ease, the Young J and PTY album, right? And I'm thinking, this is a crazy produced record. This is so fucking like, holy shit. And then I talked to PTY, he's like, yeah, those are all like 2-3 years old. And I'm like, dog, like, crazy. Oh, it's so crazy.
Legit. And then like now too, like how shit has grown. Like, he's turned what beats that he honestly doesn't fuck with anymore, like of beats from like 2023 and shit. He has those, and then people will listen to those and people will be like, wow, this is so fucking crazy. Then they'll peep out the rest of his stuff, and dude, it's like worlds above the shit he was doing before. So if they enjoyed that shit, bro, it's like, oh,
niggas ain't ready for what's coming next, you know? Like,
legit.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, low key enough, PTY Glaze. We love you, nephew, but like,
whoops.
No, don't worry. Don't even worry. So I'd say, like, thematically, we already kind of touched on this, but the album reflects deeply on, you know, like, living, endurance, faith, that kind of steady forward motion, even when like there is kind of no clear path forward. Which I feel can be very vulnerable at times to talk about, like, especially in the medium of, you know, rap music and poetry. So I kind of want to know what the decision was to kind of explore that, and like where that kind of came from, for lack of a better term.
I mean, like, I think of it quite much as like, I will wear as much of myself as I feel at the time is right. So like, if I'm like writing a song and like I don't particularly want to make it that much about myself, I'll usually like withhold a lot of information. But like with a lot of the later like songs on the record, like you can like really start to hear, you know, the moments where I'm obviously not doing as well, you know, like aimless and shit, you know. At that point, I'm practically just wearing, you know, my heart on my sleeves, but that's just because, like, at the time, that's all I was feeling, you know, so it's sort of like a reflection of where I was in that current moment.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And, like, would you say that a lot of the philosophy and, like, that kind of shit that you're exploring is, like, like, it's almost like a one-to-one reflection of where you are in life and kind of the shit that you're, you know, like, it's like a journal in a way, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's with hip hop, how beautiful this art form is, and I'll forever hold that together with me. It's like, you know, I sort of live my life, and then I use hip hop to reflect on things, like in a big way, you know. Like I do this a lot with like turning the micro to macro, you know, and just trying to like really sort of pick apart myself through the art form, because it's like the one way where you fully get to reflect on yourself if you're like emotionally vulnerable to like
Yeah,
reflect on shit fully, you know. And instead of just like feeling constantly sad about yourself, it's sort of like an art form that constantly pushes you to better yourself, you
mm-hmm,
know.
mm-hmm.
And so I'm not saying hip hop has cured my problems, no, but it's helped me come to terms with, you know, the facts of the shit, you know.
Oh, absolutely, like without a doubt. And I feel for everyone who kind of listens to some of the more like headier shit, like I can confidently say I would not be the same person I am if not for like some rap songs or Let the Sun Talk. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. And I think it's so brilliant that that's able to come through, because even on this record, you're kind of doing the same thing where there's a lot of shit that like resonated with me. You know what I mean? Like I think it was on Birth of Sex, Death of Birth. Hold on, let me pull up the lyrics. Nothing like too specific, but like that song like really fucking resonated with me, because it's like as someone who, you know, wrestles with like gender identity and shit like that, like it's like, whoa, like hold on, like this is allowing me to kind of look inwards in that sense. And like it's crazy that you're as young as you are and you're making me a fucking 25-year-old grown ass nigga like get on my introspective shit. You know what I mean? Like that is fucking wild to me, you know? And it really is a testament to like how fucking brilliant your pen is. And like, oh, it's crazy. It's so fucking nuts. And I think that's what is so like beautiful about hip hop as a whole, but like what you're doing here as well, where like you're able to find, like as a listener, I guarantee everyone who listens to this album, if you really sit down and listen to like the pen and the lyrics, there's going to be something that you take away from this that you're going to think about in your own life and your own journey with, you know what I'm saying, life, God, etc., etc. And like, it's crazy how well you captured that. It's fucking, it's brilliant. It's fucking brilliant. Yeah, yeah.
I think what sort of opened me up a bit to this, I know you weren't really proposing a question, but I just had like a weird thought.
Yes, please.
But I think the thing that sort of opened me up to this idea, right, was not like writing from the perspective of trying to explain these emotions, but writing from the perspective of someone that deals with the emotions. And so like people can't fully reflect upon how they themselves in the heat of the moment explain the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
You know, they can't explain the current problems they're going through, but people themselves have went through these problems similar. And like it's never my intention to like try and like be relatable. I'm just trying to, you know, be myself. And then if people like, you know, can draw their own relations to it, even if it's like a different meaning than what the song was originally intended to. Like you mentioned, Birth of Sex. That song is basically the stripping of one's identity, and like I was thinking mostly towards like the shit happening with Ice and shit like that,
Yeah, yeah.
you know. And then like but you mentioned like the idea of like your direct own identity as being like a non-binary person, and it's just like yeah, like I didn't fully intend for it to be that way, but if that's what you find in it, then like
It's
it might
fucking
not be
crazy,
what I was
right?
intended for, but that's what it is, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what's so fucking cool. Like, oh, I get so geeked thinking about this shit because, like, yes, I can absolutely pick your brain about what every lyric meant and what your intention was, like, you know, writing it and saying it. But at the end of the day, like, we're all gonna grab our own meaning from it and grab our own kind of like interpretation of it. And that's fucking beautiful, I think. Like, it truly is something like that's fucking amazing. Oh, it's so sick. It's so sick. For everyone, if you haven't listened to this album yet, go and listen to this fucking album. Like it's, oh my God. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fucking crazy. And I guarantee now I'm gonna go back when I listen to it again. I'm gonna pull up the lyrics for it, and then I'm gonna be like, oh shit, yeah, I see what she's cooking. And then like, you know, it's yeah.
Yeah.
It's
you make me
crazy.
smile, man.
I am so glad to hear that, because like to me, like I want you to know how this album has resonated with me, like off the jump. You know what I mean? And like,
yeah,
I think last year was one of my favorite years for, you know, rap music, underground hip, whatever you want to call it, the fact that we're starting this year off with something like this, I think is a very good sign of things to come and what's going to happen. You know? Yeah. It's crazy.
I talk with a few of my peers, and like judging from what they're planning to do, if they can do the shit that they want to do this year, then like this scene is thriving. If anything, it's genuinely.
I think right now is the best time to be a witness of it all, and the best time to get involved in it too. Like I got cats who are really just tapping in within the last year or two, but already are making waves and already are collaborating with people in this. Like it's thriving and growing so rapidly, and I know just dope music is gonna be coming out, and like it's gonna be so fucking sick to witness that all, and like to make this mad egotistical. Like I'm gonna drop my shit this year, you know what I mean? And like that, like not to gas myself up. Y'all niggas ain't ready for that shit. You know what I mean?
Nah, I feel it. Like nowadays too, like you have to sort of give yourself that confidence, because nobody else is gonna do it,
Absolutely, and especially because I'm fucking dog shit compared to the rest of y'all niggas.
Nah. You gotta. I'm playing. You gotta give yourself some time,
For sure, for fucking sure. But like. It also is commendable that y'all are this young making art this fucking crazy. Like it's it's crazy. It's so fucking crazy. I guess getting into the production a little bit, sonically, this album is like massive, layered, chaotic, while still following kind of like, a thematic through line, for lack of a better term, sonically. What was the main kind of motivation to get that sound and kind of capture that? That's a broad question.
It was sort of, I mean, like broad questions are fine, I can try and like pull it into the micro, but like it was sort of like, I guess it just came back from like what rap music I was listening to and like what was inspiring me a lot. I say rap music, but genuinely just like music in general, So like it was sort of just like the microphones for some reason, like the Glow Part 2, that was really influential to me because like it was just like the idea of like making home recordings so massive, and like I took that in like a hip hop context, and like I took samples and shit, and I took like my own like playing a guitar and shit, and then I'd just like fuse that through into like as heavily textured as I could because I thought I've got to try and like pervade some constant feeling, so I thought like the constant fucking hell, man, I'm cooked. the constant push to like make such thin sound so big and broad,
yeah, absolutely.
No weirdo shit, but
no, I know exactly what you mean. I'm never gonna sample snitch, but there's a few sounds on this thing, on a few of the cuts that you produced as well, that I kind of like picked up on, where I don't know the name specifically, but I'm like, oh, I've heard that before. And like
Codename?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And like
I didn't.
Sorry, please.
Oh no, you go first. I
was gonna say, hearing the flip that you did on that is like a completely different context to what the original is, and I was like, oh shit, like yo. So yeah.
I didn't even like it didn't even like process in my mind that sample was from that song until fucking legit the first two people I showed the beat to immediately knew the sample. It was
But you're doing your own thing with it, and it's like a completely different vibe to what the song is, and even the song that samples it is, and like oh, it's sick. It's so fucking, and that's why I love hip hop too, because like I feel it's like you can do interpolations and shit here and there, but I feel hip hop is the only medium in which you can really like flip some shit into your own shit, And like, it's crazy. It's so fucking crazy.
I love sampling so much. Like every part of sampling, like hip hop is just so beautiful, man. Because you can get like shit like Polo Perks, who does like really repetitive sample loops, but like there's no problem in that. There's not even like a massive like amount of chops or shit. But then he just does that in such a unique way and manages to make it so good. Meanwhile, then you have like other artists like Dilla, who like some of his most crazy sample chops are fucking nuts.
Like
And
microscopic on like
yes,
yeah, absolutely. It's fucking crazy. And I feel like I say this a lot, but a big thing as to why I love hip hop so much is you get an artist like Billy Woods, who's a rapper, right? And then you also have an artist like Saw Baby, who's also a rapper.
Yes.
And it's like you can't really compare the two, but like they're both rappers if we think about it, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's like it really is, like just how much can happen in one fucking genre. Like you can't like the like even I'm trying to think with other genres now, but like it's so fucking hard to find like two artists that sound more like polar opposites in one fucking genre. Like you can like I don't like him, but you can get like Riff Raff and then fucking like like Woods or Lucid or something.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like rap game James Franco sounds fucking nothing like Remorseless. You know what I mean? But like they're both rap songs. It's crazy. It really is crazy. And like even with this, like the album, within the album, there are songs that don't sound like each other, but they still manage to stay within the same world that you built. And that is like truly fucking commendable, because I don't think a lot of people can do that. And I don't think a lot of producers can do that as well. And I think that's a real testament to the producers that you worked with alongside yourself. Fucking crazy that a lot of this is self-produced too, might I say, because like, holy fucking, you're crazy. You're so fucking cool. Holy shit. I'm
getting a bit of a glaze overload, but it's fair,
I'm telling you, like most interviews of this show are me just glazing the shit out of my guest. It's inevitable, I fear. Yeah. So just from like a sheer technical standpoint, was it the writing that came first, or was it more so the production kind of guided what you were writing about?
I always find it within the production itself. Like sometimes I'll have like for the lighter songs, like like especially at the start of the album. Like sometimes I'll have like little like notes app written like one-liners that I'll fucking find a way to rush in. I got one that's like in my phone right now that I didn't use for the album, but I used something else. Machine gun sharper shots upon him like Peter Brotzman,
Ooh.
like it's it's little shit like that, it's like it sort of helps like build the basis for these like less, I guess, like lyrically focused songs, but more like just pure aggression, because sometimes that's just what you feel like,
Absolutely.
But
it's
like
the vibe you want to capture, right?
Yeah, and then like I think the beats are really important too, because I always find producers important with this shit, but like it's all about like what shit you use, because it always informs how I approach it as a rapper.
Yeah, absolutely. Like even same way with me, like I'll have like bars and shit written, but really how you deliver it and how it sounds, you need the beat no matter what way you flip it, right? Like how the fuck are you gonna spit some shit without the beat,
Yeah, like rap to a tempo, nobody's gonna fuck with that. You're gonna sound like Logic on a reggaeton beat. Like that is not.
Oh, that just sounds like a fucking nightmare. Logic on a reggaeton beat. Oh, that's visceral. Ugh. But no, real shit. Like, unless you're like actually the greatest producer to ever live, like that's never gonna happen. Like, yeah, it's crazy. So that kind of begs the question for the people that you weren't inherently working, like I'd imagine the Messiah music beat, you weren't in like a VC with Messiah music like, yo, this is what I want. But
absolutely not. Absolutely.
Yeah. Did those beats just kind of like you got it and then it kind of fit what you were trying to do already, or was it more like a curated kind of experience?
It was I was thinking about this earlier, because like I was trying to figure out how to like approach this idea, but like it was sort of like with everyone else, it was as I was getting to grips with the album more, I was starting to like choose and dive into things and try to give like very select like understandings of where I could go with the album, you
Mhm,
know, like
mhm.
with the Millie beat. I think I remember showing Millennium the young hunched over the fire, and then I
Yeah.
it was just like that track to give some direction, you know, and then I
Yeah.
think I ended up saying like a couple of words, you know, but like usually it fuck it, man, it's just like, you know, going in a direction and praying to God you're going in the right one. And
Yeah.
then like sometimes you just end up like falling flat on your ass and you just get like, you know, a plug track I was gonna put on here, you know, that wasn't the fucking Ivy Prod track. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But you also get like, you know, like the Ivy track on here, Lamb Sang, you know,
Mhm.
that one was like I got that beat for the fuck of it, man. I wasn't expecting anything. Then Ivy, you know, like
Uh-huh.
Ivy was doing like cheaper prod sales for
Okay.
women.
Right on.
Had to let the fucking, you know.
Yeah, of
I,
course.
I rushed, I rushed in, you know, and so like I got that, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck to do with this. But then like I just, as the album sort of came through, it was like especially with like mixing too, like I tried to like get it in sound with the rest of the album, and like PTY and additional mixing too, like
Mhm,
that was
mhm.
very necessary to fully like get us through. But like I think like now you wouldn't really think twice about that track
Mhm.
despite the difference in sound of the rest of it, you know.
It fits in
So
very well, all things considered, like within the track
mm,
list. So
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Funny enough, actually, that made me think of another question. The mixing and mastering was you and PTY almost exclusively, right?
yeah, yeah.
Fucking crazy, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Cause like I feel like I'm saying it a lot, but the cohesion of the thing really stuck out to me. Like how cohesive it really was. Like the first few listens of it, I very much so had kind of just put it on and was like cooking and like doing shit around the crib, not really looking at my phone or paying attention. It
Mm,
flows into each other like so fucking well, you know? Like
mm,
I'd say the run from like growth all the way. Hold on. Oops. Oh, growth all the way down into like suicide promise. Even like it's
mm,
one of those ones where like I'm not really noticing that the songs are changing, but like they're it's all you know like it's crazy.
mm.
It really is fucking
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
The fact you brought up those ones too, because like that, if anything, that's where the big drastic change happens, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it realistically, like even if it's that big of a change, you know, I tried to make it, you know, seem a little less massive. But
Mhm.
like if you were to like pull these songs out of context, you know, listen to like growth and then immediately jump to fucking disfigured sperm mutated creature, you'd
Yeah.
fucking like, you'd be like, is this
Okay,
two
these
different
are different
albums, you know?
songs. Yeah, these are completely
Yeah,
different
yeah,
projects, you know? Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. But I think that's a testament to like the sequencing as well. Like you can really tell this is like a very polished, like perfected album. You know what I mean? Like
Mm,
it's yeah, it's
yeah, yeah.
nuts. It's really fucking nuts.
Mm.
I also want to talk about like the collaborators that you brought on this thing. I already mentioned like a lot of the producers, you know, Mar, Grace of Normal, a lot of the
Mm.
PTY, the Dylan shit. Um, did you know specifically the kind of producers that you wanted to get on this record, or did it all just kind of happen naturally and then kind of amalgamated into this thing that it is?
It it was weird, you know. It was sort of like I knew I wanted PEY this. Of course, I knew I wanted it.
Mhm, mhm.
Originally, I was gonna try and shoot for an August Phenom beat,
Ooh,
but
mm.
check the price range on now.
Yeah,
Fuck, you
he'd be
know.
charging for his beats for sure.
Yeah, you know. I'm
Mm,
broke as fuck, dude. I could barely like scrounge together for like a fucking no
mm.
face beat, which that itself is like $100. Like fuck,
Yeah, yeah.
like
Yo, it gets
good
wicked out
ass.
here. Good ass beats, but like, damn, like, nigga, in this economy, like, damn, you like, yo,
Legit, like I had to wait a month for that, bro. Like,
yeah, yeah,
fuck, you
absolutely,
know. I
man.
was rapping to silence, you know.
lay down the verse, just waiting for the fucking beat.
Legit. And the stupidest part too, man, is I had the fucking prod no face beat I the second the beat came in, I'd wrote the entire verse to it, and then I hadn't like rapped it and recorded it like once in like months.
Oh,
and so
shit,
like the
really?
entire yeah, because I spent like 100 quid in this shit, and this was like, you know, I was sort of sitting around thinking like, yo, I'm gonna end up fucking this shit up so bad. Like, and then when I finally got around to like actually recording it, I was sort of like, you know, having a bit of an asthma attack, which I didn't know.
Oh,
you
word.
know, but like, I don't have asthma, but you know, it's close enough.
Type shit. Yeah, so fucking real, actually. I think that was a really good choice for the single as well, because like, oh, it's fucking electric. Like that shit is so crazy.
Yeah,
very much so worth $100, I'd say. Like, absolutely, without a fucking doubt.
I mean, yeah, I can say that now, but back at the time, I was thinking to myself, like, you know, do I have to start selling drugs? You know, do I
gotta start trapping for this shit? Like, yo,
legit. Where am I taking my life with this? You know,
so fucking real, actually, like so fucking real.
Whose laps I gotta sit on for the Phenom beat?
Yeah, you know what? Like, bit of some fucking deep lore, actually. I probably shouldn't be admitting this on the air, but years ago, like when I was in high school type shit, me and the homies very much so wanted to do like some rap shit as well, right? And I don't know if you're familiar with the Flatbush Zombies.
Yeah.
Eric the architect was doing like a beat sale at one point, and we were like, yo, we need an Eric beat. We need an Eric beat. We're broke fucking high school students. We were like selling drugs to fund that shit. So like, yo, like that's fucking real. Like that is so real.
Dude.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. For the ops who are listening, that's a joke. That's a joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think it really is fucking crazy. And I'd hope a lot of this shit just happened off the strength too. Like I know, like it made me so happy seeing that there was a No God and a Jordan verse, because I was like, those are like very close friends of mine. And like, I know they wouldn't charge you for that just because like it's off the strength. I hope they didn't charge you for that at least.
No, they didn't. I was lucky. I was lucky as shit, man, because the entire time I was thinking in my head, like, oh god, growth has got to be some posse cut. And the entire time Pete was telling me, nah. But like, I'd finally convinced him to get fucking No God and that shit. And like the entire time I was like, God, it really needs another verse.
Yeah.
And then finally I got him to cave in on some shit, right? But we couldn't figure out who, so we spent like so long, and then eventually like we'd hit up Jordan. But it was like a month up until album release.
Oh,
so
really?
I was sort of just like, yeah, like Jordan, absolute king, genuinely, fucking man. Shout out Jordan. Legit, fucking, my god. I was reading through the Jordan lyrics when PY sent me them, so then I could add them to the Bandcamp. But like, fucking dude, missiles out my mind. I pinch your pistol like your clinch is blind. Flinching, still the mo.
What? This is going crazy. Like, I am so high on Jordan's music. That motherfucker is crazy. And I know you're listening to this, Jordan. Drop that fucking album, bro.
I was just about
fucking album, bro. I don't care if it's not finished yet, bro. Please. Anyway,
dude.
Yeah. And like, oh, that's one of my favorite cuts off of it, because like I'm so big on both of their raps, and like the beat is fucking crazy, and it's so sick. It's so fucking sick. And like getting the AGP feature on there, I think those are the only features, right?
In terms of, yeah,
in terms of
and Son, but we've already brought up him.
All of them fit like a fucking glove, and like the verses fit in so fucking well, and like I'm No God's #1 glazer. You pushed him to do some shit that is not in his usual wheelhouse as well, and like that is so fucking cool, so fucking cool. And like it really feels like this album is truly like not only just a love letter to, you know, jazz rap and underground rap, but like to the scene in which we operate in as well, right? Like it really does feel like that.
Yeah, it is like it's everything to hip hop. Like truly, like there's so much shit that influenced this, but at the end of the day, it's all hip hop. You know, like the like through everything, my entire career, no matter what I'm doing, it's all in like the name of hip hop. I fucking love this art form so much, and it was only in like the past like 3 years I fully like confronted myself and understood how far my love for hip hop went. But now that I'm like here, I can fully say like, dude, like hip hop, fucking genuinely the greatest art form ever. If anyone gets into this, I fully support them. Absolutely.
Like without a fuck. Mike said it on fucking on Disco. Like hip hop saved my life today. Rap music saved my life today. And like I know that holds true for not just like yourself and I, but so many other people too, right? Like it really is beautiful, the things that are being done and the things that are being made. It's special. It really is fucking special.
Legit, man. Like I couldn't put it better myself, to be honest.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I do want to get into your 2025 a bit, because in preparation for this album, I went through your Bandcamp. You had 18 full releases, if I'm not mistaken. Like a couple of them were just like one shots and like 2 tracks here and there. But I kind of want to know, like obviously you put in a shit ton of care and effort into those tapes, and all of them are crazy fucking ill. How do you reflect on that, especially knowing like how many different genres and like sounds that you're tapping into? Because one of them, let me pull up the Bandcamp. Hold up. God damn. Like you have like rap shit, you have plug shit, like there's some shit that sounded like fucking like some grunge noise shit, like all over the fucking place. I kind of want to know like where that kind of comes from and where that run kind of like how you feel about it now, you know?
First, I gotta be a bit of a nerd. I did do calculations before this.
As you should.
It 30 projects I put out this year.
30.
It wasn't enough. I was trying to aim for 100, but you know I'm gonna do that this year. Mark my fucking words. Absolutely.
Where are the rest of them?
YouTube, Sprung Out. In fact, there's like 3 more albums that I dropped into a random name and that I'm never letting anyone like.
Can you please
like actually
on?
like
please?
Yeah, I got it's just tons of random shit that I make like constantly, like different like sounds and shit. Not because I'm ever like looking to switch up on any shit, but just because like it's fun to make music, you know, like all kinds.
Absolutely.
So that's why I end up with like fucking I think like 18 tapes alone, as you said. You know, that's most of the Bandcamp shit, you know. So
which is the fact that there's more and it's all in 1 year is fucking crazy. That's nuts. Yo, you might be the GOAT, actually. You might be the greatest to ever do it. That's fucking nuts.
Wouldn't give myself that title, but thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I'm dubbing you that, quite frankly. From me to you. Like, that's nuts.
I gotta eat my J. Cole humble pie for 5 minutes. Hold on.
What's the fucking image of the J. Cole goat milk? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Hold on, bro. I got, dude. I posted this in the fucking
in the server.
Yes.
I can't. I was in a very sleep deprived state when you said that the first time, and I was in disbelief of what I was looking at. Quite frankly, fucking brilliant. Actually, fucking brilliant. But like real shit, how do you make that much music and how do you just like drop it?
It's like I don't know. I guess I just like I'm always making music. Like every day of my life, I end up making like at least something, you know. So it's just sort of like what comes about of it. It's all depending on whatever I'm like realistically listening to, or like sometimes I'll take the inspiration from what I'm listening to into other things I'm doing too. But like I just think it's like, you know, autism. You know, like yep,
yeah.
Shit. It brings me together as a human, bro. It's what it is, 100%. You know.
It's like the fucking, it's like the like you look into the core of July and it's just the spectrum, you know? Like
Yeah, man.
fucking you and me both, sister. Like, oh my God. And like I think it's pretty commendable too, like how effortlessly you move between like genres and sound as well. Cause that's really hard to do, all things considered. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, I know I'm not the most prolific of musicians, but like I'll be getting into like an R&B bag, and then it takes me at least like 3-4 weeks to not want to make R&B. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And like, yeah, like it's fucking it's crazy. And that kind of begs the question as well, like moving between genres, does that change your creative approach, or is it all just kind of like, fuck it, let me hit the DAW and just start cooking?
Man, it's like obviously with like workflows, it changes quite a bit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like sometimes I just like I'll go into like BandLab or some shit, you know,
Yeah.
and I'll just like steal a random type beat, and that'll be like, you know, I can make a song in like 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
you know, other times I can like, you know, I can like grab my guitar, you know, that's a completely different work process. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I'll just bang out those songs for like 20 minutes. But it like with writing too, it kind of differs. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's all about whatever it is. Like I always come into it the same person I was to begin with, but I always like there's minute changes. Like especially with writing, like with hip hop, I use quite fluid writing. Like
Mm-hmm.
if I'm going in between two subjects, I'll like try to figure out the motion, the wave to get it through, like very flow wise and very lyric wise.
Mm-hmm.
But within like other genres, especially when I'm writing too, I'll sort of like try and create them as very concrete, you know, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
very still in the picture, but like still within like that sort of layer of abstraction I can never seem to get away from, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. It's kind of like using the same colors but on different canvases, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Absolutely.
yeah, it's like, not in the quality sense, but it's like using like crayons to using like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
paintbrushes, you know?
And then
It's
like fuck
different,
around
you know?
switching to like marker, and then fuck around switching to like some other shit. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a really good way to put it. That is a really, really good way to put it. Cause like fucking listening to fucking Ghost of Drip Miss Past and then Weary Traveler back to back. Two completely different fucking records, but they're both July records, you know? And like that's
Mm,
sick. Like that's really fucking cool, you know?
mm.
Would you say that being able to do that and being able to bounce between so many sounds and genres has kind of made you like, has, for lack of a better term, like sharpened steel in the main sounds that you want to operate in?
I mean, yeah, I feel like the fact that I do so much shit too means
Mm-hmm.
like I get to do so many experiments with shit. So like sometimes like with like some of the more noise rock shit I do, I
Mm-hmm.
like I take the experiences I learn from that and then I apply them to what I do in like my hip hop shit. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a weary traveler itself. You know, like if you listen to like the Young Hunched Over the Fire, like
Mm-hmm.
that shit, you know, that's sort of like inspired by a bunch of like drone metal shit, you
Yeah,
know, but it's
yeah.
like drone metal with like 50 layers of like sound collage, free jazz over the top,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and like it like I could I still somehow remember the main sample in that, but
Really, eh?
you know, yeah, I don't want to, you know,
Yeah,
sample
don't
snatch
sample.
myself.
Fuck that. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
fuck, Nick Craven came at you for a moment.
Trust me.
Goddamn.
He fucking appeared behind me. I'm cooked. We're good
It
though. We're
started
good.
breathing your breath.
Oh yeah. He's over there now. He's eating some cookies. He's fine. That's some millennial shit. What the fuck did I just? Oh my god. Sorry.
Nah,
Anyways,
it's all good. Nick Craven's just the cookie monster. It's all good, you know. We can get it through.
exactly. Honestly, yeah. Fuck it. Why not? Oh, that's brilliant. That's fucking brilliant. Yeah, it really is wild. Like the because you can hear the different influences too. You know, like even
Hmm.
like a cut like Dead Rose, like that. I feel could fit like honest to God on like a Quelle Chris project, and then a cut like Young Hunched Over the Campfire. I feel like that could fit on like a Millennium project, for example. You know, like
Hmm.
It's wild. It really is crazy how different the sounds are, but how cohesive. I've said that a fuck ton of times this whole interview, but like it really is commendable. Yeah.
I mean, you said it a lot, but like realistically, it is like the core of the shit. So I've got no like problem with like constantly retreading steps, even if it's like, because like end of the day, this album, like without the shit me and PTY, very much PTY, had done, you know, the album would sound sort of like a bunch of random songs, like every other mixtape I do. But you know, like, you know, at the core, it's like what we have put into it to try and like get it back on track, you know, in a sense.
And I think that's commendable as well. Like it truly is something that's commendable because there really is a throughput to it, and there really is like a sound you can follow and a narrative you can follow, and like that polish really, really goes to like what the fuck am I trying to say here? The polish is commendable as well. Like I can tell y'all put a lot of effort into making it sound consistent and making it sound like itself, you know? And like that makes me really fucking curious as to like what got cut off of this thing, you know?
So much. I've got to put in a very important apology, and I apologize to Teo for the song that I cut with Teo on. Genuinely, such a good song. The thing is, it was just so long, and like we were already trying to cut down tracks, and it was just like I was unsure if my own verse on it wasn't good enough. So it was like,
can I?
If you,
I beg of you, please send me that. Please.
Oh yeah, I fucking got you, man.
I am so big on Teo's rap. That dude is fucking bananas. Like bananas, dude.
Yes, absolutely. Fucking genuinely, I don't know how the fuck he raps like that. He's crazy, you know.
He's actually he lives up to the name Sorcerer Teo quite well. That motherfucker is a rap music sorcerer. Like it's so good. So fucking good.
I think I might just like quick fire a couple more of these of people I gotta apologize to. I gotta apologize to Glass Structure for the footwork beat. I was just gonna throw in at the end of one of the songs.
Yeah.
it fit in sound wise, but it's just like, you know, like that was also a part of the Teo song, so it's like, you know. And then shout out to Heretic. I was gonna have a beat of his on there. Fucking fantastic producer. I don't know how the fuck he does it.
So crazy.
Yes. And then there's a song Prod Tetsuo featuring Tetsuo, and that one's really good. But
you brought the fucking Underground Avengers together for this thing. Holy shit.
Nah, it was like, man, there was apologies to Coral Crow too. I've got to give so many thanks to Coral Crow.
Of course, shout out Coral Crow. She's the fucking goat. We love Coral.
Legit, she's so lovely. Like I send her like random like bullshit stand-up comedy and like sketch shows like constantly.
Right on.
Fucking Almost Friday TV guys. And then like I'll send that like amongst like, and then she'll like send me like Stalker, you know, and shit like that. Like it's bullshit, but we just like send shit back and forwards, and she's just like, she's so kind, like genuine angel.
Absolutely,
you know?
Absolutely. Oh, fuck, that is crazy. Is there down the line? Are we gonna get a deluxe, or does not? Surely.
No, I think like we're gonna get like a Lucy's tape, because in truth, like despite them being like Lucy's and shit, like and like B-sides, I don't think they're necessarily like worse tracks. I just think they were like
at the end of the day.
Like the tweet Noah made like a while back always gets stuck in my head. I don't know if it was a tweet or just something he like DM me about, like, you know, but like it's just like the idea of B-sides tapes like being the worst shit, like the run to the litter, you know, which like I completely agree with. Like I don't know why you'd want to release them if they're all just like worse. But like if it's like shit that you genuinely put time and effort into, and it's like some good shit, you know,
music, right?
Like do I think they're like the greatest shit on the record if I was to put him on there now. Not necessarily, but like at the end of the day, I think that like, fucking like brilliant
Good
songs, you
songs,
know,
yeah.
that just like for one reason or another just couldn't like cut to the album, you know.
That's what I kind of like what like Pink Sifu does, where he'll have like a distinguished album / era, and then he'll have like the deluxe of shit that either didn't make the original cut or shit that's made after the fact that's like still within the same era. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah,
you'll have like Weary Traveler Murmured to God, and then like maybe a few months down the line a bonus EP like Still on the Pilgrimage or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
yeah, you know,
Could
like
be,
South El Paso, Texas ride, you know,
yeah,
some bullshit,
some shit like that. Yeah, exactly.
you know.
And yeah, like if those songs, if you would share, like please send them my way, because like, oh my god, yeah,
I will do.
that would be, oh, God bless you, God bless you. I guess,
God bless you, man.
yo, genuinely, the pleasure is like all fucking mine. Like it's all mine. The fact that I'm able to pick your brain about this shit, and like the fact that y'all were so graceful to like send me an early copy, like, oh my god. Like, I want you to know that first listen that I did was like a pretty emotional day for me, all things considered. And like it just hit, like it just fucking hit. I was like, yo, like, oh my god, yeah, it's magic. It's magic, truly. I guess, oh sorry, please.
I mean, all I was gonna say really was just like, like I'm glad that it works so well for you. Like I feel like I for like I don't quite know how to explain this, but like I've seen like a lot of people on like radio music and shit, like sort of like dismiss the project, which is fine. You know, people have their own opinions.
Yeah.
Like I don't take no personal offense to, but it's like interesting seeing them in combo to like other artists in the scene, and like the other people can have their opinions, that's totally fine, but the opinions that weigh more to me are the opinions of people that do the shit that I do, you know, and they have the same loves as me, you know, so
your
like
peers, right? Like the people who are actually in the trenches with
yeah,
us, you know what I mean?
legit, like I'm inspired by the shit that you do, you're inspired by the shit that I do, you know, it's the same thing with the rest of the scene, you know, it's like
100%.
it's the fact it's the fact we can build on top of each other's sounds, you know, that's just so beautiful as a community, you know, which sounds really lovey-dovey and kind of like stupid, but
it's
like
real as fuck though. It's super real at the end of the day, right? And I'm gonna get like, I'm gonna leak a little bit of shit. Like I know PTY sent you a little demo that I had on one of his beats, and like you're like him saying, or you saying to him like, oh, this shit, like this is dope. I really like what he's doing. This is inspiring me. And then I hear the shit you're doing, and I'm like, yo, this is inspiring me. I gotta level up. You know what I mean? Like the I'm just gonna leak it. We have some work together. That verse would not exist if I didn't listen to your shit beforehand. You know what I mean? Cause like I'm doing my best July impression on that joint. I'm gonna keep it a stat with you, like you know.
No, it's felt like I like usually with my shit I have to like get the features in after, because like I know if I have the feature beforehand I'm gonna get in my fucking head about shit. But like that's the reason why I'm kind of worried to rap on this shit, because what happens if we both end up doing an impression of myself, bro? This is gonna be fun.
Rap me fucking consistently. Don't even worry. Like, don't even worry. I know you're gonna.
Don't say that shit, man. Don't say that shit.
Listen, I know I went crazy on that shit. I know you're gonna go crazier. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And if it turns into the fucking LeBron James, Dwayne Wade image, more than okay with that. More than okay with that. You know.
Yeah. In truth, honestly, I don't want to set myself up for that. You know, as I've said in the past, you know, can't ever become like like I can you know be happy with going crazy, but you know other people gotta go crazy too.
Type shit.
I feel a little J. Cole, but you know we all gotta be J. Cole sometimes. You know, this is like the fucking second time we mentioned J. Cole now on the fucking.
No, but it's real though. It's real as fuck though. We all gotta channel our inner humble goat sometimes, you know? I'm gonna fuck around, go to the fucking the McDonald's, get the J. Cole meal, you know? Like it's serious, dog.
I didn't even like J. Cole, but you know, we all gotta have like I fucking hate J. Cole, bro.
Yo, I can't lie. When I was 13, I was 11 when 2012 Forest Hills Drive came out. I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. And then I like turned like not 11 and I was like, yeah, this is not it actually. Like, so yeah.
You felt that shit for like a day and a half.
Exactly. And then I developed my frontal lobe and I was like, all right, like, what are we doing here?
Prefrontal cortex developed past the first second.
That's too fucking funny. Oh. Okay, I guess relatively wrapping up in terms of some reflection shit. How do you feel after that this has been out for like about a week now, give or take? How do you feel about the growth that you've had as an artist since beginning work on this thing? Like, what's the headspace you're in now?
The headspace I'm in now is I feel like it's the same headspace as I would have been before the album drop, but just with a little more confidence. But honestly, I feel like that's the best place I could be.
Yeah.
Like right now, if anything, I just like honestly, I've sat with this album so long now to a point where I'm like, I'm better than that.
Yeah,
you know, I can like
crazy because this is fucking brilliant. You know,
I feel that, you know, once again, I don't want to, you know, mention his name, but you know, I gotta hold the reins in some bit, you know.
Yeah.
But like realistically, it's just like, you know, I'm ready to work on like next like 5,000 mixtapes and then you know move on to another album. You know, I've got like a collab joint with PTY that I've been working on for like over a year now, so I probably got to get on that soon. You know,
fuck yeah, that makes me very excited to hear. Yeah. This is the year of 100 July mixtapes, and we will be sat. We will be there.
I'm not gonna lie to you. 13 of the tapes are legit just gonna be 1-second snippets of every day of the year. But like,
I like that idea actually.
Yeah, I mean, like,
cool.
I got the idea of just like doing a complete other alias. That's just gonna be like a bunch of random shit.
Yeah, this
like just weird stuff. You know,
the Big Pimp Daddy mixtape.
The big it's the Big Pimp Daddy like Taste Delicious mixtape. It's gonna be all like Gucci Mane style mixtape covers, you know, but it's just gonna be like stupid music. It's just gonna be like I'm gonna be singing like synth pop tunes, you know.
I'm into
be doing
that,
like
actually.
Pitbull remixes all year, you know.
This is a crazy deep pull. But have you ever seen the album cover for Doin' Things by Big Bear by chance?
Hold on, I gotta look shit up.
I just DM'd you. Hold on. Let me pull it up on the visuals.
Yes, this cover's so fucking good. Yeah, man.
This is the shit that you're gonna be on in 2026, quite frankly.
They're gonna cash me doing this shit. Dude, it's gonna be the fucking what's the cover with roaches in the burger?
Oh my god, Memphis... yeah. Fuck, I know what you're talking about. Oh my god.
Yes. I've got to find this shit now. Oh
Memphis man. Rap album cover. I know what you're talking about. I was talking about this with fucking Amalgama, funny enough. Oh, what is it? Oh my god. There's so many good Memphis album covers.
Legit, I fucking love Memphis as a genre, man. It's incredible.
Absolutely. Is it fucking no. The Devil's Playground? No, that's not it. Okay, anyways, fuck me, I'm getting sidetracked. I
found it. There we go. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on.
Please DM that to me.
This is gonna replace the fucking GIF.
So fucking Do you want me to replace the GIF with it actually? Because I can do that shit.
Fuck it.
I'm doing it. Yeah, full send. Full fucking send. That's so fucking good. And can I just say as well, elite gift choice. That shit has been flying me.
Legit, the fucking
come first, sir. Yeah, perfect. Actually. This is the first time on the aux the GIF has been changed mid fucking interview. That is brilliant. Absolutely fucking brilliant. To get immediately philosophical right after that. And might be a bit personal of a question, so please don't feel like you have to answer, but what do you think the biggest thing you learned while making this album is?
Good question. Hmm. I, See,
Crazy.
my first thought is to immediate like jump into like a joke response to sort of like, pivot this, but I don't think I'm gonna necessarily do that. I guess like, you know, I guess the understanding of the album itself is sort of like just like the idea that like I'm saying like so much. Please like shock me with a color or some shit every time I do that. But like, fuck. It's
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, it's. I feel as though I myself am like, fuck. Okay, I just
so
gotta let
funny.
myself use like. I
Oh
can't
yeah,
do this,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Please.
It it's like I'm trying to constantly reprove to myself a point that like sometimes shit just happens,
Yeah.
and like I feel like the ending of the album itself realistically is just like it's following the cyclical nature of it all, the repeat of everything, but the knowledge itself that you sort of gain isn't something that like it's not something you're expected to always remember, but like you've got to like try to constantly pull yourself back to it.
Yeah.
So I feel
Yeah.
like the concept of the album has grown more poignant to me because it was sort of like I was understanding it in real time as I was making it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It quite literally is a journal in that sense, where the lessons that you're, preaching, but also you're absorbing them and practicing them in real time at the same time, right?
Yeah, completely.
Absolutely. And I really think that
Mm.
is a testament to the shit once again that you're writing about. Like it's nuts. It really is nuts. I think this is going to be one of the albums, one of the bodies of work that goes down as scripture. Might be glazing, but like truly I think this is something special that is going to be recognized as like one of those bodies of work that like down the line people are going to realize like, yo, this was one of those ones. Like this is like really special shit, because like it's crazy what you did, truly, wholeheartedly. It's fucking crazy. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm just happy I dropped this shit.
Absolutely. I
That's
am too.
that's.
I truly am too. You know? I
Mm.
I mean, fuck, all things considered, we've been fucking oomfies for what, like 2 years now?
I think.
No,
Yeah, I think so.
I want to say
Maybe
around that.
less. I don't.
But
I can't even remember,
however
dude.
long it's been, like I feel like I know you decently well as a person, and I imagine you know me pretty decently well. I'm very happy that like
Mm.
this is finally out, and like it's something that you can say that you're proud of, and you should be proud of this, like this really is special fucking music that's being made. Yeah, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. And I guess like real wrap up questions now is what do you hope the biggest thing people take away from this thing is?
I guess like just a bit of self-reflection, if that, like if somebody's going to be really dismissive to the project, I'd at least hope they themselves like ask themselves why. Uh, like I don't ask for like the biggest conversation, because realistically like I'm not gonna get that. Like people aren't really ready to dig into music as much as they are into film, because they've been and especially within hip-hop music too, because like even though I myself am white, is like a thing of like others will discredit black art forms. So but like all I beg to ask is just like the smallest of reflections on what you truly got out of the project,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
or whether you think it was just like a load of bollocks or some shit, like just like just ask yourself like a little question.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Makes you look at least a little bit inwards, right?
Yeah, because like I feel like all art at the end of the day, begs a question. It's just like, are you ready to ask yourself that question, or do you want to ask yourself a different question?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I think this is one of those ones that I really do need to sit with and like ask myself that, because I mean, fucking full transparency, I've been kind of wrestling with God recently, and like this album very much so brings those questions to myself back up to the forefront, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is God really with us? Does God really walk with me, etc., etc.? Like all of that shit, right? And the fact that your music is able to invoke that out of me, like, I think is really something special, truly, wholeheartedly, right? Yeah, it's nuts. It's fucking nuts. And once again, for the listeners of this podcast who haven't listened to this album, A Weary Traveler Murmured to God by JVLY38, I cannot stress enough how much you need to go and listen to this thing. It already off rip is one of my favorite releases this year. Like, I'm going to be having this in the conversation of, you know, like some of the best shit already. Like, of course, we don't know what's going to happen later this year, but this already to me is a contender of one of the strongest. Like, it's fucking brilliant what you did here. It is fucking brilliant. Yeah.
Thank you.
Genuinely, pleasure is all mine. Genuinely. I guess the next, or the last question rather, is after this release, what is up next for you? What can people expect from you?
100 albums, 100 projects in general, you know. I guess, like, you might not hear about all of them because I'll probably like drop 98 of them in secret, but you're gonna hear about at least one of them, okay?
Yeah, 100%.
Hopefully.
And we will be set. We will be set for it. Absolutely. Without a doubt in my mind. Yeah. I think we covered pretty much everything I want to talk about. Is there anything you want to leave our lovely listeners with?
Don't forget Big Daddy Pimpin' loves you.
Type shit. Yep.
That aside, I guess, like, you know, shout out Stilo. Gang of course, shit. Shout out you.
Gang shit. Yup. Out here,
yeah. You know, shout out everyone I probably already mentioned. PEY, you know, Crow, shout out Harrison, shout out fucking Dylan. Those are personal people. Just shout out fucking everyone, you know.
Shout out to the folks on the tape, shout out to the folks listening, shout out to all the collaborators. Thank you guys for listening to this podcast, you know?
Yeah. Free Palestine, free Congo, up the Ra.
Yep. Free you know? Rye, freedom to the world, power to oppressed people.
Free TK.
Yep, free TK. So fucking real. So fucking real.
Legit. I was going to say free Max B, but he came home.
Let's go. Yo, that shit happened on my birthday last year. I was like, God is good, actually. So fucking real.
Dude. When I saw he came home, I had no fucking idea he was coming home, man. That was it brought a smile on my face, man. I'm not gonna lie. It was the second biggest smile I had since Charlie Kirk's death. But man, that fucking they took Kirk so then they could free Max B. Hell yeah!
What a year last year, eh? What a fucking year.
Legit
crazy, fucking brilliant. All right, beautiful. Once again, guys, if you haven't listened to Weary Traveler Murmured to God, go and listen to that shit right the fuck now. Yeah. Shout out July. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate you more than you know. I appreciate everything that you do. Yeah. As per other gay little tradition of my show, if you had to pick a song off the album to close this episode out with, what are we playing?
Oh, we gotta go reflective. Maybe like Dead Rose.
I was thinking that too. Yeah. Once again, listeners of the Aux, thank you guys so much. I'm literally just gonna play this and deafen my shit on Discord again as I fucking do my gay little outro. Give me like fucking 30 seconds, not even. Thank you guys for listening to the Aux. I appreciate you. Peace, love, bless.
Round the corner from the back of my street, I roll the window down and blow from the passenger seat. A whole blessing inside my words, cursed anchor my feet. The spiritual state of my cynical response to the seas. Steady span of metal like a hand pan in my reach. And death's riddle left dribbled on the black of my grief. Be cried when the Bristol follow tracks in my sleeves. These cuts question my belief. I'm dancing plans with the feet. I missed you, stretched in every stem, no tails for the blem smoke. Mama said she fell when I flail with my head closed. Bail for my flesh, keep my neck up out of stress rolls. Phone struck tail blowing snail out of tense walls. And I'm a fail